This is Uprising. I'm Sonali Kohatkar. Since 2006, over 22,000 people have gone missing in Mexico. On September 26th, 43 young men were added to that list. This week, almost 2 months since the 43 went missing, authorities finally arrested Iguala Mayor Jose Luis Abarca and his wife Maria de los Angeles Pineda for their alleged role in the disappearance. Authorities believe that the mayor ordered the police to attack the students because they had plans to disrupt Pineda's speech. After the police shot and killed 6 students, witnesses say they handed the remaining students over to the Guerreros Unidos gang. Since Abarca's arrest, federal officials discovered that the Guerreros Unidos were routinely paying off the mayor at the rate of $220,000 every few weeks. The investigation into the students' disappearance has led to the unearthing of 38 bodies buried in dozens of mass graves. Although government officials used DNA tests to determine that the bodies were not those of the 43 students, parents of the missing men question those claims. With thousands of people killed at the hands of the drug cartels each year, the Mexican public seems to have reached a tipping point with this incident. A big part of the frustration also stems from what the public sees as total impunity from police and government officials. This week, over 100,000 people marched through the streets of Mexico City to demand justice for the missing students, as well as an end to corruption at the highest levels of Mexican society. My guest is Laura Carlsen. She is the director of the Mexico City-based Americas program of the Center for International Policy. She's also a columnist for Foreign Policy in Focus and host of a program on Telesur English. She now joins us via live video chat. Welcome to Uprising, Laura.
Thank you, Sonali.
Well, let's first start with why you think this particular incident has gained such traction in the imagination of the Mexican public, why it has captured so much attention and seems to symbolize a lot of anger over something that's been happening for years.
Yeah, that's right. I think there are two main reasons in this case. First of all, it's because they're students at this rural teaching college called Ayotzinapa, in Guerrero. And the reason that this is important is because they're college students, which kind of strikes a chord that they were the victims in this case, but also because of particularly what this school means. This school is one of a series of rural teaching colleges for very poor indigenous families in Guerrero, and they are, it offers them one of their only opportunities to get out of that poverty. And they also have a long history of student activism because they were born out of the Mexican Revolution with Mexican revolutionary ideals built into the curriculum of the school. So they've been a pillar of the student movement for a long time. In fact, they were getting ready to go to participate in the commemoration of the student massacre of 1968, when they were attacked in this sense. And so there's a strong sense that there's a part of this that has to do with political repression of the student movement, and that's what's ignited in many ways the students themselves. Then the other factor of it is that these were police officers who attacked the students, who abducted the students that had disappeared, and who, according to all reports, delivered them into the hands of organized crime with probably a fairly good idea of what was going to happen after that, although, of course, we don't really know for sure yet. So the fact that there were actually state agents involved and not another case you could simply chalk up to drug war violence in the country, but that was so integrally involved with the state and the police in this case, and there's evidence that there were also federal police and army soldiers that were in the area at the same time as the students were being attacked, has also revealed this whole system of corruption that people sort of knew about, but not in the same direct manner that this case illustrates. So those are the two factors that have really created a mass mobilization in Mexico, but particularly among the youth.